Hey, what's up, people? Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Unashamed with B. First time listeners and returning listeners, you're highly welcome. Happy New Month, family. How is everyone doing? I wish us more and more opportunities in this month of April, favor and good success. And I want to encourage every one of us as we go into this month, as we have already started this month of April, that please, let's keep up the energy. You get how you start eating is one of the ways that will determine how you end that thing. So if you start this month on a high note, making up your mind that this month go soft, this month I will make it, you would end this month with plenty good things, or with on a high note, you end this month ticking off many of your check boxes. And then if you start this month on a sad note, start this month April don't come, February don't go, January don't go, March don't go, we're in April already. Time don't they go? Yes, time is actually going, but if that's what you keep telling yourself, or you told yourself at the start of the month, you're already concluding that you might not be able to make it. So please, instead, start the month on a high note. Start the month enthusiastic of what this month has to offer, and go out there and put yourself out. Go out there and say, I'm not coming back until I get what I want. And I pray that God will help us in achieving our goals and all our visions. Everything that we have planned, we will achieve. And I pray that this month, April, will be far better than January, February, and March combined. Amen. Please kindly excuse my voice. How I started this month to I don't know how I think it's the weather though, because even my sisters and one of my friends, I have catarrh. I had sore throat. That one is even clearing, thank God. Headache and eye ache. It was not even a funny experience, but thank God, B is a strong lady. So yeah, so it's going, but it's affecting my voice. I don't know if you can notice, but then I still sound good always and forever. So yeah, how I spent my Easter Monday, let me just tell us a little. I went for Aramanda. Aramanda was in Abuja, and it was amazing. I was in the presence of so many believers, and we were vibing. I got to see many of my favorite artists. I took pictures with them. It was just interesting because we vibe to gospel songs, Afro gospel. If you don't know what Afro gospel is, it's a genre that is kicking up. Nigerians are in front. It's so beautiful. So you can go and check Afro gospel on Spotify, or if you like to listen to some of my playlists, because I'm very good with music, DM me, or just leave it in the comments, or message me via my email or the number that is there on my description, so I could send you some of my playlists, because oh my God, there are so many things that you guys are missing. Gospel music is beautiful. It is fun. We can party too as Christians, and Aramanda brought it here, and we from the capital city, we showed them what we're made of. So it was really, really a lovely one. Yeah, so after the Aramanda, that's when catarrh, headache, eye ache, sore throat tried to follow me, but don't worry, I'm fine and I'm recovering all right. I hope we're good, and we started this month on a high note too. I hope we're ticking off our check boxes. I hope we're ready for the opportunity that is about to hit us. But I said something, opportunities will definitely come, but I want us to be ready when it comes. So now, assignment number 1, if you're not following me on Instagram at unashamed_with_B, please do so now. I have very, very interesting content that would edify, that you would love. Yeah, so please follow me, and then you could check out the page, although it's still developing, but then we know that we're growing. All right, so quickly we're going to go into today's podcast episode. So ladies and gentlemen, to begin this month, I just want to give us something. As we begin this month, I want to talk to us as far friend to friend, be to listeners and all that. Yeah, we're gonna be talking Christians and social media. Yeah, Christians and social media. When we get to church, church play or where we go to religious places, they'll tell us that we should our social media, don't be addicted to phone, don't be addicted to this, don't be addicted to that. We're gonna talk about that a little bit today, although we're not talking about addiction. You guys should hold on for addiction, because addiction is actually on ground. I've already busted the bubble set. So that was all I was supposed to play last week Saturday, but because of it was Easter, we had to do something else. So I'll drop addiction this month with the guest on it. Yeah. So but today we're going to be talking Christians and social media. Now, what's the first question I would like to ask every one of us is, what do you do online? What do you do online? Now, when I say social media, I'm talking the whole internet. I'm talking about internet connectivity. As far as your data is on, I don't want to hear, I'm not on IG, I'm not on Facebook, I'm only on WhatsApp. Okay, my dear. Sha, what do you do online? In fact, what do you do with your phone? What do you do with your gadgets? Let's even do that. Let's tackle everything so that you know that I'm talking to all of us. Let's catch all ourselves, because as far as you're listening to me, then it means you have a phone or a tab. Just have a social media gadget. Sha. So my question is, what do you do online? As your data is on, what are you doing? So now, many of us spend like an average of 15 hours online on social media. Some of us will say, my data is on, but I'm not online. But now, let me tell you something. If you're spending that amount of time on social media and they're not paying you 1 million for it every day, okay, they're not paying you 1 million every day for it. I'm looking at you, this side eye. I'm giving you side eye. One. But okay, if you're spending an average of 15 hours online, and even though they're not paying you, but you're doing things that give value, you're giving value, and you're learning, you're educating yourself on so many things, my side eye has reduced small. But the question still remains, what do you do online? Just think about it. So there was a point, with my phone, I always do this, they always give me this track, this report of my how I spend weekly use of my phone, like how long I'm online or how long I use my phone, an average time of how much I use my phone. And it comes weekly, so I see it how many, like I compare daily and weekly, and I'm like, sometimes it averages to like 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day, sometimes 5 hours a day, sometimes 4 hours a day, when I don't want to do with my phone and I'm all that, and I'm like, okay, that's 7 hours safe. It's kind of much, right? 7-8 hours. Some people own 15 hours, and I'm not even exaggerating. And you can't say what you do online. Now, what category of people are you in? Are you the people that post memes online and you feel like you're doing this for your contacts or your followers, you're entertaining their call? Well done, the entertainer. So are you that person who posts memes, who posts things to make people laugh? Or are you the one to come and rant every day on your social media? Are you the one that does voice call for over 10 hours on social media? Are you the one that does this stalking thing? You want to be stalking people, know everything about them on social media. So what exactly do you do online? So me, let me answer my own question. Online, I post memes, but very, very little. Not every time. That's not what, if you ask someone, what does the girl post online, they won't mention me. That's not the first thing they'll mention about me. So I don't post memes like that. I post my life. It's status. So I update people what I'm doing. I tell stories. I post, I do calls, and well, it depends on different platform. I was on a DJ Humphrey did a live call yesterday, so a live Instagram live, so I was on it, and he was telling us what he does with his Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. They are all for different purposes. He uses them to do different things. So that's kind of what I do too. Now on my Instagram page, I give value. I have 2 pages. One is my main, and the other is the one for content. And this content, I'm telling you, it edifies. Better follow that on the unashamed_with_B, and then you see my main account there. You can also follow that as well. So what do you do with your social media? I'm still asking the question. I hope that you are actually giving answers. So now, if you can't think of up to 5 things, or in a day you can't even think about what value you give online or what you actually learn, then I think you need to rethink what you use social media for. Yes, you need to rethink what you use it for. Social media is a tool. social media is a tool. We are getting there. Should I enter there now? I should continue talking about it. So maybe let me just enter. We are flowing. So as I was saying, so from what do you do online? I want to know how many hours in a day you spend online, Seth. I've asked it. So how many hours in a day do you spend online, and what do you use it for? See, if you cannot think, I'm not joking. I'm seriously not joking, and I'm not dragging anybody today, even though I'm dragging everybody, but not anybody. Yes, I'm dragging everybody, but not anybody. So like, I want to genuinely know, or I want you to genuinely ask and answer that question. How many hours do you spend in a day on social media? How many hours are you online for? Is your data on for? And what are you doing online? Are you earning money? Are you being an entertainer? Are you giving value? Are you learning value? I'm this kind of person that I do calls a lot. Everyone by know that is talking to me knows how I love interactions and communications. I mean, I'm doing podcasting. So I talk a lot, right? And I talk with my friends. Sometimes I could be on a voice call for up to 2 hours. And these 2 hours that I'm on a voice call, God knows that we're exchanging values. I am my friends. I am learning something new. They are learning something new. Sometimes it could just be one thing that will make us to talk on a call, like to switch to a voice call. But or more, like I was talking with my friend about, he listened to the podcast, the Easter special, and he left reviews. So we started talking. From the Matthew 26 that I gave people assignments to do, what we exchange values, the light that we saw. In fact, what we saw, before it took us to Genesis. It took us to the Old Testament. We came back. It was just so impactful. And I was on this call for over 2 hours, gaining new things, insights, in fact, inspirations, things, values. A lot was being birthed by that call. So whenever I post my calls, when like people like, you're always talking, you have friends, and I'm like, hey, you two, you have friends, and you're posting your own calls, but are we doing the same thing? Because me, I actually know what I am learning in that process. What are you learning? What are you learning? What are you doing online? You're chatting with your friend, you're gisting about the latest boy that is asking you out, the one that sent you money, or the girl you're about to toast about, or the latest trends, Bobrisky, VDM, all those things, checking tweets on with all those things. So what do you do on your social media? Now we're going to come back to it, but let me just finish this that I have to say, because I don't want to take too much of our time today. Yeah. So another question I want to ask, what's on your feed? So what do you do on social media? Now what you do on social media is what will even be on your feed. What's on your feed? Your Instagram feed, your Twitter feed. What kind of messages you get on WhatsApp? What do people think about you when they see what you post? So they will definitely reply you with what you post. You have your contacts should look like you, right? No, not all my contacts look like me. But like, yes, I have people on my CL that are values. In fact, they are so valuable. They give values and all that. So yeah, what kind of people do you have on your CL? What do you get on your feed? Instagram, Twitter, Google, what? Now, you know how the world is growing, the world is evolving rather, and the devil is coming up with new strategies, implementing new things to lead people astray. Online, we see numerous nonsenses and garbages and all that. So even pornography, for instance, me I am on a Telegram group to download movies. On this same Telegram group, because I have links I use it like to download movies, I'm still seeing they'll be sending links, porn links, like rated movies, like, do you want to join this group, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes it will pop up when someone is in my phone and I'm like, what kind of embarrassment is this? Leave the group. That's what I did. I beg. I will go through the normal way and download. If not, I have Connect. Straight up, if a new movie comes out and I want, I'll just go and meet him. Panda, or you're drop Pinky. Or other people. Yeah, you get. So, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that the way the world is now is that sometimes you cannot avoid some certain things, some things that pop up on our feed might be unavailable. I'm sorry, might be unavoidable. But then the ones that are still avoidable, why don't you stop them? Why don't you not give room for it to pop up on your feed? For instance, now someone went through my Instagram page and the person was like, your Instagram is very, very boring. And I'm like, thank you very much. To me, it's quite interesting because I have all that I need there. I'm following who I want to follow, and the people that are following me, they are following me. So I know what I'm getting from there. Now, it's not interesting to the person because of the kind of content the person has on his page, what the person likes seeing. He's not seeing it on my page. Because, first of all, you will not see me following any worldly artists. So I don't care. I don't know who is dropping album. I don't know what thing concern me concern that one. I know the people I'm following. You get. So when you follow worldly artists, Instagram will suggest the other worldly artist accounts to you. They'll give you feed containing what is happening in the world. When you're following XXX videos, you're following blah blah blah, like all those kind of corrupt things. That is what they'll give you in your feed. So people I follow are what comes up to my feed, or people like them, or contents like that. That is what they suggest to my feed. So please control what contents you are involving yourself with. Control what contents you like. Control people that you follow. Control accounts, news, blog sites, all those things that you're following. Yes, because as a child of God, what is differentiating you from darkness? If they pick up your phone and go through your phone, everyone has access to social media. Everyone. That's how the world is. Be a human being, be an animal. I've seen where they I've seen things like dogs using phone, dogs blogging, like their thoughts. I don't know how they do that, but imagine they have that sense to do that. So everyone has access to this social media. Be mad, be normal. We shall all have access to this social media. Which means light and darkness has access to this social media. But how do they differentiate you from darkness? Remember, we are Christians. So our life, we're meant to be light everywhere. See, it's not just by mouth, by saying I'm a Christian. If I pick up your phone and go through what you have on your phone, will it speak that you are a Christian? Remember the people in the Bible, the Christians, how did they come about? They saw these people and they saw them, they act like the Christ, they look like the Christ, they behave like the Christ, and that's how they became Christians, Christ-like. They did not talk, even they are talking, even their speech and everything. So like you now, in everything that you do, you say I'm a Christian because of religion, but is that your lifestyle? You live life Christ in your dressing, in your speech, in your posts. You spend an average of 15 hours online, but not one day do you say, let me preach Christ. You chat with your friends every single day, talk about unnecessary things and the latest trend, but you say, let me preach Christ. All wrong now. What is showing that you are a Christian? Because you go to church every Sunday. You cannot spread the gospel in the little way that you can. Assignment number 2, change the way, rethink your social media life. What you want to do for Christ? What can you do for Christ using this platform? Why don't you try to post more engaging contents about Christ, preaching, encouraging someone, being an inspiration to someone, instead of posting memes and memes and memes. In fact, it's not every meme that you're supposed to post safe. Some people say that don't judge me by my posts, don't judge me by the memes I post, that all these screws they play. I will judge you by what I see you post. I will judge you by every unnecessary meme that you post, because it's what is in your heart that you are doing. If you don't like it, if that is not your principle, if it's not your taste and your liking, you won't post it. So for you to post that thing is because of your heart. It likes it. So I will judge you by it though, my friend. So let us rethink what we do with our social media platforms. You talk to your friend every day. You chat with them, but you've never preached Christ to them. What kind of a friend? What kind of a Christian friend are you? What kind of impact do you give with your social media platforms? So please, let's rethink it. Now, lastly, I want to talk about social media control. Social media control. This past week, what was trending was, God have mercy on some people. Some people just like to be unfortunate. Sorry. Mercy Chinwo, her husband, Nathaniel Bassi, and her baby incident, the whole everything. Somebody just woke up one day and decided to, I said, be unfortunate. You will not mind your business and you are dragging a man of God, a gospel minstrel, and you are saying this child is not first of all, some people are dragging the looks of a baby. How can you be so dense? How can someone not have sense and you are dragging an innocent baby that the baby looks like? What is your bloody business? And then you now went further to go and say, they're telling Bless to do DNA test and say that this child is not your child, this child is for Nathaniel Bassi, the looks and everything. And I'm like, wow, it is the audacities for some people. Because social media is free, you can do anything you want. You feel like you can see anything you want. Please, as Christians, do you know one funny thing? Debbie and Enche said something about how Christians are even the first to drag Christians online. And it's somewhat true. You see, a church will post something and then a Christian will come and drag and all that, drag the pastors, say this different kind of all sort of things. What are you saying to the other people, to unbelievers? We're trying to bring these people to the light and they are posting all these things and making all these comments and spreading rumors and blogs and all that. What are you trying to tell them about us? So in as much as social media is free, we can do whatever we want. Please, let's be mindful of what we do. Let's control what we use this social media for. Let's control the kind of trends we hop up and things that we comment. See, I see some kind of things and it might not sit right with me, but I don't comment, I don't talk first. I will just keep quiet and observe. But if need be that I have to speak up because people need to be enlightened, I don't hesitate, I do it once. But when I see some certain things, I just keep quiet and say, okay. After all, the Bible says we're in the world, but we're not of the world. Definitely, we are going to see some kind of stupid things. So, but it's not every time you put your mouth or you say something. So before we speak, can we think? Let us think. Let us be careful of what we do, please. And when I mean control social media, I mean social media is a tool. A tool is meant to be used, not the tool using you. So control the way you use. Some people cannot put up their data. Some people cannot stay 24 hours without touching their phone or their gadgets. And if you stay an hour without it, your hand will start scratching you. If you are some people, please, go back, It's not good. It's not good. How did people survive without technology in those days? And now I know that everything has become advanced and almost everything requires internet technology. See, if the internet shuts down today, so many sectors will suffer. I mean, from academic sectors to health sectors, to businesses, so many, to banking sectors. So that's to tell you how social media, how internet has taken over a whole lot of things, right? When MTN and Co, this was the last one, they decided to go and do something in the Red Sea. Why are caught? I don't know how many of us heard of that thing because it was not funny at all. I know how a lot of people made losses. Losses were incurred, that kind of a thing. But still, the one you can control, that you have control over, let's learn to be moderate, to control it and not allow social media to control us. Don't allow the use of all these gadgets and these devices to control us. And social media can affect your thinking. Forget that thing. See, social media can make people hot-tempered. You might not know that it's affecting you. You might read it and you might pass. But you don't know that thing has done something to you. And when you keep on feeding yourself on it, you become aggressive in some certain kind of ways. Or the way you talk begins to change. Depends on the kind of content that you interact with and the kind of accounts that you associate with. So we should be controlling. Yes, we should control how we use our social media and what we use it for. How many hours you spend on it. When you can go offline. Sometimes you just need to take a break from this and go back to the modern way. Sometimes leave the social media, leave the online Bible and use your offline Bible. Sometimes use your head to think and forget about everything you see online. Continue with your reality because many things that you see online, fake life plenty. Don't allow social media to influence your life. Comparisons. You see so many things online, you'll be like, God, when I go hammer. Better face your life squarely. Control how you use social media. Some people, you cannot have a conversation with someone without dropping your phone. Sometimes I go out with my friends and when I do that, my phone is on flight mode. Even if it's not on flight mode, on do not disturb or silence, but it's away from me. I'm not even interested in it at that point in time because I'm having a conversation with a real human being. We're talking. So what am I doing online again? So please and please, let's control. So let me just summarize or run through what I talked about. So first of all, what do you do online? How many hours in a day do you spend online? What is on your feed? And control for social media control. So yes, that's what I talked about today. Time is already fast spent. This has been my time on Unashamed with B, and today Christians and social media. Please, if you've not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe. We are available on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. I don't know the platform, even Castbox. Like, also, you just search us and you see us. So yeah, kindly subscribe to my podcast, please, and rate, because the more you rate, the more rate I have, the more this podcast will go far. Like, people will be able to see it more, like to reach more people, right? Yes, and leave behind comments, please leave behind reviews. That way I know that you're following and this content is actually helping someone and interesting people, right? So this is B of Unashamed with B, and thank you for listening. Please, most importantly, lastly, share. I beg you now, please share, because I know that there are many people that need to hear what I'm saying. So help me help this podcast by sharing. God bless you. I love you, and you mean so much to me. But God loves you more. I'll see you next week, same time, same station. Peace. Have a lovely weekend and have a beautiful week.